What's going on, everybody? Well, welcome back to JJD TV. I hope you guys are doing well. Now we've had a difficult time, very difficult time over the week through that Ajax one, but we're looking to bounce back, guys. So welcome to JJD TV. This is the Arminia Bielefeld Borussia Dortmund live watch along. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are excited. Lineups out. I'm pretty excited about it, but yeah, I mean, we need to have a bounce back here. I got the new kit on. I'm thinking Dortmund have a good chance of wearing it today, no? Did you see what they were wearing? They're the away side, and Arminia is probably going to wear their white. So there's a good chance I've matched up pretty nicely here today, guys. But hopefully you guys are doing well. We're about 15 minutes away from getting this thing started. So I guess let's bring up the starting 11. I'll go into the chat. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you're just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Absolutely love the formation. Yeah, we'll get that up very soon for you guys to have a nice little visual about it as well. I think it's going to be a 3-4-2-1. 3-4-2-1, but we'll get to that in a sec. Hi, Josh. Let's bounce back and go for the clean sheet from JJD TV fan. I predicted 2-0, guys. What are you guys' predictions looking like? I said 2-0 for Dortmund. Very dangerous game we're playing, considering we just found out the news that Haaland's going to be out until December. The long list of people we have out just continues to grow. So it's not looking very well. Not looking very well. Douglas says 3-1 BBB. JJD TV fan says 2-0. So him and I are looking a little alike as well. I'm predicting 2-1 from JJD TV memes. It's my boy OC. 3-0. 2 goals from Brandt. That's what I like to see. Outside the box. Why not? By the way, the podcast was great. Yes, guys. We had a special announcement last night, very late last night. So I don't know if some of you guys have saw it, but we created a podcast called Unsackable, a soccer podcast. And we've teamed up with Adrian from Abona TV, Manuel Beth from Transfermarkt, and Filippo Silva from Tactical Manager TV. So if you guys want to check out our new podcast, it's linked in our description, where we'll be touching on a wide range of different leagues, different teams. We got a good group of us in that, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. If we can see it again against this club, I'm going to say goodbye to the Champions League knockout. I don't know, man. Arminia is struggling pretty badly towards the end of the table. This should be a good opportunity for Dortmund to get a little bit of confidence going today. My voice is not synced. Just always... We'll fix it. We'll fix it. I don't know what it is about Streamlabs, but I'll just look this one. So hopefully it won't look too awkward. Or if you want to make me small and toss up the lineup. We'll toss up the lineup and Taylor will fix in the background. We thought going live for like 7 minutes beforehand would have made it align, but either way. We got 4-0 prediction, 2-0 prediction. JDTV fan says December, no. Yeah. Haaland, we have a long list of injuries, guys. I mean, I can't even think of them all off the top of my head, but I mean, Haaland's now out till December, which is terrifying. Guerrero is still out. Meunier's now out. Dahoud is out. Koulibaly, I just off the top of my head. But this is the lineup I'm expecting tonight, guys. I'm expecting a 3-4-2-1, a system that Dortmund have used in the past. They used it for Lucien Favre's stay towards the end of it, but this is how I'm predicting it today. It may not be like this. I don't know. But Pongacic has got a new Luka loves it. Luka loves it. Yes, Producer T found a new picture of him. I thought it looked good. So, in goal, we have Kobel, the real savior of our season so far. At right wing back, I'm expecting Marius Wolf. Outside right center back, I'm expecting Pongacic. But the only other time, which is very interesting to note, the only other time we played in a back three, Hummels played on the outside left, Akanji on the outside right, and Pongacic through the middle, which I thought was stupid. There's no other word I could say. I thought it was a poor decision. There's no reason Hummels should ever play as an outside center back. I'm sorry. He cannot play there. He needs to play in the middle of a back three with pace of Akanji and Pongacic both beside him, and it allows the Hummels to step out and pick out passes like he likes to do. So I'm again, note it may not be that, which I think is... For me, it's not a very small decision. If Hummels doesn't play in the middle, I think that's a really, really bad decision. But we'll get to that once the game gets kicked away. But I got Pongacic on the right, Akanji on the left, and Hummels through the middle, which I believe it should be. Left wing back, we got Thorgan Hazard, who plays it for Belgium. He plays it for Dortmund every once in a while. I'm interested to see how he does. The 2 center mids is Chan Bellingham. The 2 center attacking mids who will be floating around doing their job to feed Malen will be Brandt, Royce, and then Daniel Malen. I made a tweet last night. It said now or never. Kind of harsh, but if Haaland's going to be out till December, and when I say now or never, it means like you need to step up to keep us in the race for the title. And if not, I think we're going to be in trouble. But the chat really likes this, that there's a Prongacic picture here, guys. So if you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. We're at 18. Let's see if we can get closer to 30. See if we can get closer to 30 before this one kicks off here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and yeah, drop a W for Taylor finding a Prongacic one. He's got a nice looking lineup there, man. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. But you guys already pumped us up to 20 likes. You guys are killing it. It's going to be a confusing game with errors from BBB, but it should be okay. I'm excited, and I said this, guys, in my 5 takeaways. The most popular 5 takeaways I've ever done. Obviously, if you look at the score results, not that surprising, but I mean, it got like 15,000 views. It was a popular 5 takeaways. Ajax fans were taking shots, sort of, and saying like, "Hey, do you not think it's just because Ajax was better?" It's like, when in that 5 takeaways did I say that we were the better side? I said we were awful and Ajax was incredible. But regardless, the one thing I did touch on was that I want Marco Rose to find a system that works for him. And when I was thinking of systems that would fit, the 3-4-2-1 was absolutely a system I believe Marco Rose could go with. I'm excited tonight if they play it as I've predicted it here. That's Wolf on the right wing back, Hazard on the left wing back, and the back 3 to me is important. And let me know, guys, in the comments if you agree with me or not. Where would you like to see Hummels play in that back 3? Because like I said, he played on the outside left center back the last time we played in a back 3. I want him through the middle. I just don't think he's useful on the outside. His pace will get exploited pretty easily, and he can't have that comfortability of playing out from the back that he really enjoys doing. But we got some predictions rolling in. We got 2-0, 4-0, 1-0, 2-1. Malen Royce score sheet. Not trusting the clean sheet. I respect it. Angie says hi, 2-0. 2-0 is the overwhelming prediction for today, guys. Off the bench goal for Leonard Maloney. Where can I watch the podcast? It's in the description, guys. If you click it's in the pinned comment. It's our new podcast. Really excited about it. Got some great hosts, some good knowledge going around, so I think it'll be a good one. Bro, you really wanted Malen. Now he's still yet to found his foot. What's your opinion on him? Was it a good transfer, or did we waste another 30 mil? It's a good question, and you know what? I was absolutely the guy who was going for Malen. If you guys obviously watched the channel and you followed me through the transfer stories, I was the one pushing for him, and I did get some feedback from you guys saying it's a little risky because he's a striker who plays in a 4-4-2, which a 2-striker formation. It kind of got caught up in my head, the fact that Rosa was coming in. We knew he wanted to play a 4-1-2-1-2. I personally hate the 4-1-2-1-2, but I just figured it was a match made in heaven. I thought he could play on the wing, but so far, Malen has been disappointing, which is why I think it's crucial he finds his form now. Now that Haaland's not here, and maybe even in a switch of formation. Like I said, I still believe one of the most important things is for Marco Rose to find a system that works for him. He's played the system before at Gladbach. A lot of these Dortmund players have played this formation as well here at Dortmund. So this could be a good opportunity for just the team to gel a little bit more and maybe Malen find his feet. But honestly, yeah, right now, I'm not going to say it's a waste of 30 until we get a little bit more data to collect. But right now, Malen has been very, very underwhelming. Norwich lost 7-0. Where's Yi? My bet for Josh Sargent scoring under 5 goals is looking very, very good. Josh, are you worried about our upcoming cup tie? I am not. I'm not worried about the cup tie, not yet. With no disrespect to our opposition, but I think we hopefully should be able to cruise through that. Witsel should never play again. I'm done with him. I think it's a little harsh, a little reactionary. I'm glad that he was given a rest. We know he's getting up there in age. Witsel can be a very good player in certain situations. having a non-existent midfield against a team like Ajax was not the ideal situation for him. Bobby says 3-1. We got 4-0, 3-2. 3-2 seems like it could be a realistic one. 3-0. We are too unstable in the back. You are not wrong, Stefan. You are not wrong. But maybe, like I said, maybe the switch in shape could, because it's interesting. We have a Kanji and Pongacic, who I think Pongacic has been, as Luka would probably agree with me as well, has been pretty good this season. If you find a good mix with those two alongside Hummels playing in his best position, not only his best position like in this side, but I believe his best ever position is at the middle, well, at his age with his speed, is the central defender in a back three. And now you got Wolf, who a lot of people have been calling for a little bit. Thorgan Hazard, he'll be able to give you a little bit of versatility going up and down that left-hand flank. He's a workhorse. You got a midfield of Chan with Bellingham. Maybe Chan comes a little less liable in the midfield. Now they get three. But I don't know. We're going to see. I'm really excited, but there's no guarantee that's how he lines up. He may shock us and have Wolf at right back, Pongacic at left back, and then we go like a 4-2-3-1 or something like that. But we'll have to wait and see. Mount hat-trick. And there's Arminia's starting 11 today, guys. Robin Hack did get the starting position, because if you guys remember the preview I did, a lot of the players got injured right before, so wasn't able to talk about Holland or Meunier, but Robin Hack is in there. He's one I want to keep an eye on today, as well as Ortega, who, again, I do think is going to be important for this Arminia side. I think he's a solid keeper. I'm assuming I'm going to pull up the... might have lost the... Oh, maybe not. No, I didn't. Cool. Sportsnet now is good. Sportsnet now is good. We can watch the game. I'm going to pull up Arminia starting 11 on... It was 7-0 for Chelsea. Oh, my. Our boy Callum Hudson-Odoi scored. It would have been nice to see him over here with us. But we're getting close, guys. You guys have smashed over 30 likes. Next target is 50. If you're just tuning in, be sure to drop a like. Drop a subs. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from as well. We're watching from good old Canada, but it looks like Arminia is lining up today in a 3-4-1-2, where ours is going to be that 3-4-2-1. So similar shapes. The game is starting in 5 minutes. Josh, one of his former trainers, said that he's not gelling in the team because of the style, but admitted that it was the best move for him. And that's probably fair. I think it was a good move for him. He just hasn't found a way to fit in. Any concern about Hazard and Wolf playing at wingbacks? I mean, Hazard does it at a competitive... I mean, yes, I am nervous. Because I don't know what... Each game can be different, but I feel like if this is a game against Arminia where we're going to have a lot of possession, I think Wolf, who's more attacking in my eyes than Meunier, and Hazard, who arguably maybe isn't as attacking as Guerrero, because Guerrero just loves to attack, but still are two very attacking wingbacks in this system. When we have possession of the ball going forward, it should be able to create chances. The thing that makes me nervous is on the counterattack and the defending abilities of both, because I don't rate... Like I said, guys, be very careful when you watch Thorgan Hazard play a left wing back for Belgium. Very different than playing against like Bundesliga sides. It's the facts. But it looks like we're getting ready to go here, guys. Is yours working? Let me pull up a stream. Royce really has to score. Well, he scored an absolute rocket last time out. So let's hope something similar happens today. Just need to stream the game because, you know, how's it looking? Sportsnet, again, prioritizes Bayern over Dortmund, which, you know what? It's ridiculous. Hence why I'm excited to see how it works. Dortmund is wearing the home kit. What the F? I thought this was an opportunity. Why is that the Bayern game? All right, there we go. I found a stream. Weird underway, guys. Hope you guys are excited. And let's, as soon as you guys figure out the starting or the system, let me know. Let me know. I'm curious to see how it is lined up. I am still predicting the 3-4-2-1. And it does look like Wolf is out on the right. That looked like Hummel's there. So that makes me a little bit nervous that that might not be the case. Prongicic. Where's Akanji? It looks like 3 at the back. It does. But I'm trying to keep an eye on where Hummels is. Because for me, does it not look like Prongicic is playing at the central center back again? Which I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. All right, guys. It does look like what I don't get it. I do not get it. Let me know if I'm over-exaggerating or overreacting. But I think it is so stupid that Prongicic is playing at the central center back while Hummels is out on the left center back. Hummels, as you guys know in back fours, likes to play at the left center back because he likes playing on that side. But he's just not quick enough. I think the justification is the fact that Prongicic would rather be on his favored right. But Prongicic is quick. For me, outside center backs makes the most sense. But I'm furious, and especially because the last time we played like this, Hummels was dreadful. So I'm not happy at all. But it does look like it's the back 3. It's Prongicic, it's Akanji, it's Hummels. Nice passing there from Prongicic as well. And then it's going to be Jude and Chan as your 2 center mids. Wolf and Hazard, the wing backs. Brandt and Royce as your cams. And of course, Mullen up front as striker. So it is basically the same system that we were predicted, but my one fear of Hummels playing on the outside left center back is indeed the case. But if you guys are just tuning into the chat today, guys, be sure to drop a like. We're targeting 50 likes. That's the goal for right now. I'm not sure how many we're at. Drop a sub as well. Let me know your score predictions, where you're watching from, all that fun stuff as we watch Dortmund hopefully get back on track. Because this, for me, is going to be a very important match to get a feel of the mentality of this team. After, honestly, and feel free to let me know, what was the most embarrassing match besides the Ajax one that you thought of? Because the other one that comes to mind was in our title challenge where we lost to Bayern 5-0. Besides that match, this one comes to mind because it could have been so much worse than 4. Come on, lads, says Ethan. 12 degrees, they're wearing short sleeves. What are your thoughts on Marco Rosa when he brought up Kimmich mentality after a match? I think it was a little harsh and our players will prove him wrong. Hey, Bay for Bay. I don't know. You don't usually like hearing your manager talk up and kind of praise Kimmich, but you know what the number one thing people hear of when they listen to Bayern? It's a mentality. They have a winning culture. Kimmich is, in my eyes, the number one player who I relate that winning culture with. So it's what he said is true. I mean, I don't think it's wrong. And sometimes maybe the players are like, all right, well, up yours. It's time to prove you wrong. But I had no issues hearing it. I thought it was so truthful and it was so funny. And maybe that's what we need to hear. You want to win? Maybe start acting and playing with the mentality that you guys can do it. Because Bayern have that winning mentality. It's why they've won and are on way to potentially win 10 consecutive titles. We're hoping to get in their way, but I don't know. I don't mind it. So I didn't mind that from Marco Rosa. If I was a player, I'd be like, okay, kind of shoot me when I'm down, but it is what it is. Wait, lighter fighter. It's what you want. So yeah, I didn't have any. Let me know if you guys had any issues with it. I didn't care whatsoever. Producer T, did you? Or did you? I think it was. Producer T says they deserved it. You know what? I agree with that. But it's a good point to make, guys. And some players will not respond correctly. But maybe that's going to weed them out. So Marco Rosa can find a shape that works for him. But 5 minutes in with this back three, I think the passings look better. Movement's been looking good. Watching from India, we're still red list, you know. I predicted Dortmund win and a clean sheet from Tyler. I predicted that as well. I predicted 2-0, 2-0. Kobel carried us this match. Yes, he did. Sebastian's tuning in, says hello from Zurich. Sebastian, hope you're doing well today. It's a nice ball. Really good ball. I think that was Royce. Made a nice little run there. Favreau wouldn't have spoken like that. That's why Rosa is better. Yeah, Favreau was a very, very relaxed manager. Not only Kimmich, also Neuer, Muller, Lewandowski. Bayern will only defeat when these three retire. Yeah, you're right. You're right. As soon as I said Kimmich, which I do still think, I think it's because Kimmich pisses us all off, that I see it a little bit more. But Neuer makes me angry too. Lewandowski makes me angry for several different reasons. Muller as well. You're right. Those four are the heart and soul of Bayern. And I can't wait till they all retire and piss off. Or just leave Kimmich there and hopefully rot. Nice ball to Brandt. Nice ball. He didn't praise Kimmich out of context. The journalist mixed the answer that way. Want to elaborate for us a little bit for those in the chat who might not have seen it? To Mullen. Oh, that's better from Daniel Mullen. Drops into space, and we said the one thing that we've said about Mullen, especially when he's playing out on the wings, is that he really likes to drop back and cut in and take a shot. Now you can't really do that when we're not playing in a true winger system. So seeing him basically find an opportunity to take a step back, get the ball, take a look, and get a shot off, I have no issue with that. Josh, Chelsea fans are really trying to. It's a poor corner. The juice to push. Jorginho is the Ballon d'Or. Jorginho will not win the Ballon d'Or. He's in incredible form, but nice ball. Oh, Mullen. Mullen again, guys. By the way, has not scored a goal in the season yet. That was a first good little opportunity there, and he has to do better. He has to do better. He's right. I mean, it came at him quick. He's a little too close to the goal, but this is a good start in my eyes. I know we just had a big miss there, but this is a good start for Dortmund. And if you guys want to link up with me, depending where you're watching from, or if you want to link the stream up with me, I'm at 8 minutes exactly. 8 minutes exactly. I'm streaming the match today because, you know, Sportsnet likes Bayern more, which is just ridiculous. But I hope you guys are doing well. 8 minutes into this match, I've liked the start so far. Arminia looking like they're having trouble with any type of possession. They're pulling a Dortmund. The kick and run. The kick and run of the tremendous Ajax game. So, which we expected. We expected Dortmund to have a lot of possession today. It's just what they can do with it, and that's a terrible ball from Akanji. Mullen was unlucky. It came to him pretty quickly. Hey, buddy, I'm liking the away kit. Give me a rating out of 10. What's your guys' thoughts on the away kit? I think the neckline hangs a little down for my liking, but other than that, it's a nice kit. It's Dahoud on the back as well, as you guys, you know, would have guessed. Chris says it's a 9, 8.8. You guys are digging it. Just watch Chelsea's big 7-0 win. They're looking good, man. It's almost like they had a Dortmund coach or something. Tuchel's done such a good job with that squad. And now we're going to see what Thorgan Hazard can do defensively. And that's why I'm a little nervous. That's why I'm a little nervous with the counters there. That was a nice ball. It stretched the field. It allowed a little one-on-one against Thorgan Hazard. Not much, I guess he could have really done, but I mean that was a little opportunity there from Arminia, which if they would have scored that, would have been the complete run of play. Hopefully, Dortmund can do something here. 10 minutes in, you guys gave this kit some massive ratings. 8, 9.2, bro. 10. I like that one. All right. Making me feel better, guys. But if you're just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat if you guys are new around here. we've got some very nice words about the new kit I've picked up. That's a nice match the stream now. This is what Taylor used as inspiration. Nice. Nice ball from Mullen to Chan to Marius Wolf. It's good to see Marius Wolf get out here, guys. He's a player whose attitude I think has been right. And he's getting his chance at right wing back, which is a fine position for him. Why do you simp for Dahoud? I have always liked the style of Dahoud. And watching him play last year, when we were on that unbelievable winning streak to climb back to Champions League, as soon as he came alive with that goal against Sevilla, he turned into another player. He was Teresic's most relied upon midfielder. I just thought the way he played the game was incredible. And I never played as a really a central midfielder. I played as a cam and I played as a winger for most of my life, but I love a good box-to-box midfielder. I do. And I thought he was just so fun to watch. He was so important. He was so good on the ball, so technically gifted. And he had a banger of a right foot and was in my eyes one of the biggest reasons we qualified for Champions League last year. And now this season, he was pretty poor towards the start of the year, and now he's injured. But whatever. Nice ball back to Thorgan Hazard. It's a good look. It's a good look. What are the chances against Ajax now, and what should be the strategy be? The chances against Ajax probably aren't looking overly well. I could see us potentially get a draw. I could. My stream is shit. Oh, that's better. Stream came alive there a little bit. Put me up about 2 minutes. Just keeps freaking pausing. With Holland, we need a lone striker from the U23 squad. Well, we have Mukuku. So, I think Mukuku will potentially get a look. He's been given basically no minutes so far. So, there's no reason to think that if we need a striker, because in my eyes, it's going to be Mullen pretty consistently while Holland is out, which sucks that obviously Holland's going to be out for that long, and it can completely probably derail our title hopes. I hope it doesn't, but it very well could, which makes me very nervous. I think I found a better stream, so hopefully this one does well. But let's get some comments here quickly, because Dahoud is a baller, and why from I simp for the on-form Dahoud. I like it, Tyler. I respect it. What's up, Joshy Poo from Camp Chris? Hope you're doing well. The kit is nice, but the logo is ugh. If we struggle more this season, the next season, and gets fired, do you think Terzic will be given another chance? I don't know. My gut always told me that if Marco Rosa gets sacked mid-season, which I hope and don't think he will, I could see Terzic coming in. But I think Dortmund should learn, not from their mistake, but they appointed Marco Rosa too early in my eyes, especially because he had a contract at Gladbach. There's no reason to rush for him. And because of it, you brought him in after a very awesome little spell there from Terzic. Got the team playing as we wanted. Some awesome football. And we're in amazing form, and he had a great story. Won the Pokal, got into Champions League. From the start of the season to the end, it was a win. But we didn't obviously appoint Terzic. We went to Marco Rosa. He switched everything up. And I know that we're sitting a point behind Bayern, but let's be honest, we're lucky to be a point behind Bayern. In this season, we've been dreadful. I don't think we've deserved to be where we are. I think we've gotten lucky and relied on individual talent of Haaland, Royce. But in my eyes, we're lucky. I mean, we haven't kept a clean sheet yet in the league. But I think they'll take their time. I think if he gets fired mid-season, Terzic will come back in again, and they'll take their time. Maybe just give the job to Terzic. If Rosa lasts all year, then I don't think he'll get fired in the offseason. But Ajax coach used to be the U23 squad. Is that why he hates Dortmund? I mean, Ten Hag would have been a perfect manager in my eyes for Dortmund, but we should risk forcing back certain key players if needed or not. No, we should not look to rush back anyone. We shouldn't look to rush back anyone because we've had an unbelievably poor spell of injuries this season. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a medical staff. I can't tell you guys what the proper timing is, but these guys are paid to know that. So no player should come back when they're not ready. They should come back when they are. And hopefully we will be able to see some of the boys back in action soon. But that was a nice pressing there from Marco Reus. I feel the same way. Sack De Rosa. Not yet, Alex. Not yet. I mean, his football has been atrocious. Let's not be carried away. But there's a Robin Hack. Oh, deep little ball. Hello, everyone who's tuning in to the chat and saying hi. Hope you guys are doing well. Be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you guys are new around here. Say hello. We got someone new, I believe, to the channel. It says hi from Singapore. Very cool, my man. All the way across the globe. Hope you're doing well. I don't think sacking Rosa is a problem. It's more like he still need more with time with the squad. Yeah, Marco Rosa, guys, is not going to get sacked. I think we'd have to... I think we'd have to honestly lose like 4 or 5 games in a row before they consider that. They don't want to sack a manager midseason. They do believe in Marco Rosa, and there's reason to believe in him. I just think he hasn't found a system yet. He hasn't found an identity with his squad, which is hampering us. So I kind of hope this 3-4-2-1 sticks. He needs to find a focal point, and he needs to find a way to get the team integrated. Hey Josh, what do you think about Rose's appointment so far? He's been mediocre. Let's not think anything less. He's been mediocre. But we are still a very good opportunity of challenging for the title. We are still have a very good opportunity of getting out of our group. We may not top the group, but it's not the biggest thing in the world. But it's the style of play. Like I said, not keeping a clean sheet so far has just answered so many questions about the back end and his ability to get this team defending properly. And I think, like I said, I've said it a lot of times. My biggest thing is he doesn't have an identity yet. But he needs to find one, and he needs to find one quick. We're 8 games in the season already. We're somehow already, after not keeping a clean sheet, still in the title race. Because sometimes at this point, Bayern could be 4 or 5 points out. So, Prongachich. Kobel. And that's what Gregor Kobel does. Ooh. And that's what Robin Hack, Kobel, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. But Prongachich, this is why you were not to play in the middle. You were to play on the outside. You were not that good with the ball. That is what Mats Hummels is good at. And it almost cost us. And I can't explain it. I cannot explain it, but that was just what would have been such a stupid way to give up a lead. But we have a man that we can rely on between the sticks, Gregor Kobel, who gets just claudered by Prongachich. But you guys get what I'm saying there with the back three. Hummels isn't only good at playing the middle of the back three because of his very very slow pace. He's very good there because he's one of, if not the best ball playing defender there is. He's very good on the ball. He's very technically gifted on the ball. He can do those passes. There's no reason why Prongachich should be playing there. He's got speed. He should be on the outside of the right. Akanji, who should play on the outside of the left. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's things like that. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. And that, to me, that's on Marco Rosa. In your opinion, Haaland or Mbappe? Haaland, my man. Hi from Stuttgart. Hello, my man. Hope you're doing well. We are literally Leipzig, but better with key players. Who is going to win this match? I'm saying Dortmund. If they keep defending like that, maybe not. I guess Prongachich won't be getting man of the match today. 1-0 Bayern already? Yeah, that makes sense. Got a call back? Ooh. Is our audio good? Someone said, am I the only one whose audio and voice not synced? Hopefully it's okay. It should be fine. Akanji looks to be a little hurt right now, so let's hope he's okay because Attaboy Mullen. But yes, that was my little vent It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me why it's lined up the way it is. But that's a nice little ball there, Arminia. If Kobel gets injured, I can't watch Berkey or Hitz. Please. Kobel is the #1 reason in my eyes why we are still a point behind Bayern. Kobel has been fantastic this season. But Akanji's back on. Kobel's fine. We're good, guys. We're good. We can't play defensive if we have crap defense. That's how Favre played. That is true. That is true. I don't think we have the strongest defense whatsoever, and I think a lot of our defenders are very attack-minded. But I don't know. I just think it's simple things like that just bug me. It's such a clear and obvious decision to line up the back three with Hummels in the middle. And I just am shocked that we're not. I think Rosa play on Hummel to the left to dilute his passing more, but you were spot on. Hummel should be central. There's got to be a reason for it. And again, I'm not a manager, so I mean, I'm not saying I know better than Marco Rosa because I don't. It just, to me, it's one of those things that just so obviously wrong. And once again, Prongicic playing out from the back with a poor pass and then a foul there from Akanji, who he'd be lucky not to pick up a yellow there. All because of another terrible ball from Prongicic. Akanji got very lucky. I personally would have gave him a yellow there. But awful ball once again from the back. And I just don't get it. It's pissing me off. This is twice. It shouldn't be the biggest deal to literally have two defenders lined up in different positions. It makes this much of a deal. But Prongicic could have been one at fault for a goal and could have two been at fault for Akanji having to pick up a dumb yellow. But whatever. Got a free kick coming in for Arminia Bielefeld. Set piece defending, our favorite thing to do. 21 minutes in. It's the important one to hopefully defend, and we did. Hitz was perfect last season. Hitz was solid. Hitz was solid. I don't think anyone could come close to playing as well as Kobel is right now. Berkey won't touch the pitch again. We know that. Hitz is technically our backup. I think it might even be third, and Berkey's somewhere down there. Dude, he is trying him out at center back when Hummels leaves in a year or two. It's obvious. I don't think so. That doesn't seem very smart to me. And but maybe Douglas, I don't know. There has to be a reason for it. But why, if it's in a year or two, address it in a year or two. Who knows if they're even going to sign Prongicic? I don't know. I don't like him playing in the middle. I think he's been pretty poor so far playing in the middle. I think Hummels has been pretty poor playing from the left. That's just my opinion. I'm very particular about obvious decisions. It's like putting Brandt at right wing back to me. That's what it feels like. And I think if you're doing the justification of like, well, Prongicic is gonna be we don't know what system. We could play in a back four in 2 years' time. Prongicic might not be signed. Hummels could still be here. I don't know. It seems ridiculous. Dortmund's defense better than Bayern's defense. I wish. But it's alright. We're 23 minutes in. Now Akanji's went to the middle. Which, okay. But it's interesting that Marco Rosa already, and look at that. Akanji long ball. Not the quality of Mats Hummels. And I've seen Prongicic and I've seen Akanji do these deep long balls from the middle, which is supposed to be what Hummels does. I'm confused and I'm angry. 2-1 for Borussia Dortmund. I like it. I reckon we are losing so far. Wolf is getting better and better. Don't see Hummels leaving. He might retire in the next few years. Wolf might become a starter. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like I'm trying to watch this game and my mind is just very angry at the fact that now they did address it. Prongicic is playing as the outside right center back, but Akanji's through the middle. Ugh. Prongicic, be careful and be smart. He's moved right. He did, but I still don't think Akanji's the answer to being center. I do trust Akanji more than Prongacic. I do like that switch, but I'd rather now see Akanji go over to the left, which Akanji has played at the outside left center back before. Remember that back three of Akanji, Hummels, and Chan? Chan was outside right, Hummels was a center, and playing his best football, I mind you, and then Akanji was outside left. That's why I'm just so confused, but I'll shut up about it because I've been bitching about it for the last 5 minutes. But it's just one of those things, you know? We got a 3-1 prediction, a couple of 3-1 predictions. What is Prongacic doing? Wolf free, and he passes back. Yeah, not the proactive football we want to see. Hummels gets nutmegged. Hazard comes back and does well there. Opening 25 minutes. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the match so far. Oh, that's very well done there from Mats Hummels. Finding Emery Chan, who's been pretty quiet so far. And he gets taken down. And Akanji does well there. That seemed like that should have been a foul, but whatever. If you guys are just tuning in though, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, say hello in the chat. We have a tough battle going on with Arminia. We have looked a little exposed from time to time, and that was another poor ball from Brandt. Whew. That could have punished us there. Do we have the worst defense do you mean Europe? Dude, Prongacic is making too many mistakes. You're absolutely right, and I'm sorry, but I came right. I said it in the preview. I literally said it in the preview. If I see Prongacic in the middle, I'm going to be pissed right off because it seems like a stupid coaching decision, and that's exactly what happened. And Prongacic has been one of the worst players in the pitch so far. But he's moved out right, so let's see if his game can get a little bit better out there. Will Rosa achieve success like Klopp? I don't know, man. I don't know. I doubt it, if I'm being completely honest. He's got to really figure out a way to get this team to buy in. And he needs to figure out if the board is going to give him the time. If they give him 3-4 years at the job, maybe. But from what I'm seeing this year, this Dortmund team is a Dortmund team. And when I say that, I mean it's the type of team where you're going to watch and you're going to be shitting your pants all game. You don't know when we're going to concede. You don't know if we're going to dominate the play. You don't know if our defense is going to be atrocious. 3, 4, 5 goal score lines. That is what this team looks like. And that's not a team, I'm sorry, that's built to win championships. That's a team that's built for fun-looking football that will ultimately disappoint us. But it's still very early, man. It's only 8 games in. I haven't personally liked a lot of what I've seen so far from Marco Rosa. And I've tried to be quiet on it, but it's not getting better. And that's where my voice is starting to turn a little bit. I still think he needs to find his system. I think he needs to find his shape. He just needs to find a game plan, and that's what it looked like. Erik ten Hag's Ajax is just such a well-oiled machine. They play similar to Bayern, and it showed. And when they dominate us through the midfield like that, it's going to turn into these ugly score lines. So he's got a lot of work to do, but finding success like Klopp is not an easy task. Dortmund simply do not care about losing possession. No, look at Brandt. Just little wobble legs. Looks like he got stomped on there, though. Hopefully he's alright. That looked like a nasty little collision there. I don't like how quiet our attack has been. I like some of the movement at the start of the game so far, but I don't like stuff like this. Brandt just could not figure out what to do. Ended up going wobble legs and then fell pretty hard. And I think he got stomped on. Did he not? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, he did. Sheriff has a better defense. We got a set piece coming up, though, guys. I agree. 3-4 years, as Klopp also took 4 years for Dortmund and Liverpool. Oh, yeah. Remember Klopp's Liverpool? They were atrocious when he took them over. Marco Rosa does need more time. We have a free kick coming in. Well defended from Arminia. Nicely done from Prongacic. That's better. That's better from him. Using his speed to his advantage, and we put through Daniel Malen. Point to a penalty? He put it to a penalty! Let's go! I thought that looked a little harsh for a pen. But it was Mullen. Who's gonna take the penalty? I'm gonna say Hazard. Taylor, who you got? Or no, Roy. What? Oh. Who's taking it? Emery Chan is taking our penalty. What? Oh no! I hope he scored. I don't know what Chan looks like taking a penalty. What the fuck? Well, Marco Reus penalties I get, but I mean, wouldn't you want to maybe let Mullen take it over Chan? Find a man who needs a goal, who took penalties at PSV. Or on top of that, Thorgan Hazard is very good at taking penalties as well. Chan would have been one of the last. I would have saw like Hummels even before Chan. This is very surprising. All right, Emery Chan, please score. Big shout out to Daniel Mullen for getting the pen. I would have let you take it, Mullen. I would have let you take it. Come on, Chan. Oh, and he's as cool as you like. It's as cool as you like. There you go. All right, I take it back. Who would you guys have let take it? Chan didn't pop to mind for me. I would have thought Hazard would have took it. I get why Royce isn't, because Royce's penalties have been really, really poor. That was a cool penalty though. You know what? It's funny, the last two penalties we've scored has been Guerrero and Chan. Both of them looked filthy. That's a good penalty, man. That is a good penalty. That is calm. That is precision. That is putting the keeper the wrong way. I respect it, man. I respect it. That was a very nice penalty. I'm a sucker for good penalties. That's why when Guerrero took the last one, I was like, damn. Why isn't Haaland playing? He's injured and out till December. But you can't argue, man. You cannot argue with that. That was a very, very well taken penalty. And that's good because we've had a lot of penalty problems before with Haaland, Royce, and now we got Guerrero and Emery Chan who just said, hey, by the way, guys, I can take very nasty little penalties here, but good job for Chan, guys. Drop a W for Emery Chan. I was slightly doubting him. And then he just had a very, very composed penalty there. Another giveaway from Prongacic. Had a very, very iffy game so far. I would have given it to Mullen for his confidence. I would have liked to see him score the penalty, but at the same time, a lot of people say, well, it's a penalty. Like, it's almost like a guaranteed goal. Like, it's not, but it is still, if you're a goal scorer, it's the best way if you're in a rut to get off the mark. And especially in this next month or so, when we don't have a nice ball to Daniel Mullen. Nice little spin there. Nicely done from Daniel Mullen. But especially when we don't have Haaland, we want Mullen to score. So, just toss Mullen to the ground. I don't know how that's not a foul. Look at Mats Hummels. Comes across with that lightning speed that I talk so highly about. How has Jude been playing? I think Jude's been average. I don't think he's stood out to me today so far. The number one player who stood out to me is Prongacic because he's been poor. I think Chan's been somewhat lively. I think Wolf has been lively. Brandt's been wobbly is the best word I can guess I can put. But he's on the ball right now. Let's see what he can do. It was an okay ball. I think he got lucky to get it there, but Brandt looks like he wants to get involved, which is good. He's got that roaming role with Marco Reus. But yeah, I'd like to see Jude get a little bit more involved. Kanji to Marius Wolf. Our wingbacks are getting very high up the pitch, which is nice. Nice little touch there from Brandt. That's better. To find Marius Wolf. Oh! Oh! No! Oh, boys. That was much better, though. Beautiful little 1-2 with Brandt and Royce to release... Oh, man. That was a beautiful little movement there. And a nice... And Wolf went for a nice little shot, but the rebound... Royce needs to put that away. How did Royce scuff that? Bro, Royce has been on crack. I don't know how he scuffed that. Bro, I was watching Dortmund on Sportsnet and just changed it to Bayern, and then it just changed it to Bayern. Seriously? I didn't play it, but on Sportsnet Ontario, what I would have been watching it on, it said the Bayern game was on, so I didn't even bother checking it. But Producer T's got Sportsnet now, so he can watch every single Bundesliga game, which is sweet. I think are you doing the 2 at 1 or no? No, just watching the Dortmund one. That's a sick feature. Just have like the game mostly covered up and then like another little one in the corner. You just pop on the Bayern game. Is it still? It's 2-0 Bayern. Of course it is.
We got one called back at the start. Let's go 2.
Bayern. Well, Dortmund's got the lead as well. Emery Chan with a clutch penalty. Your game time is wrong. You're behind the actual time. Oh yeah, I'm streaming it, guys. Sportsnet gave me a big middle finger and said we're playing Bayern today, so I am streaming it. If you guys want to link up with me or try to, I'm at 35 minutes and 53 seconds. 35:55 is what I'm at right now. Nothing I can do about it. Sportsnet let me down. I'm not watching Bayern, so that's why I'm behind. So I'm sorry. I'm scrolling the chat very carefully so you guys don't ruin a goal for me. So if I'm answering the chat behind, that is the reason why. It's very, very rare where I'm not able to watch it like live on Sportsnet because we usually don't play when Bayern does. I'm a Dortmund fan. Well, welcome, guys. Welcome. If you guys are just tuning into the stream, be sure to drop a like if you're a Dortmund fan or just a fan of football in general. You want to drop a sub, it's very appreciated. We're creeping very highly towards that 6K mark, guys. Appreciate everyone who's been so supportive. 2 penalty chances, any bro? I'm not sure what you mean. Wolfsburger losing to Freiburg. Wolfsburger collapsing. Oh, man. It's the Mark Van Bommel effect. A man who has no reason to get a job like that. Doing so poorly. But that's a collapse. I'm pretty sure Wolfsburg were 4-0 to start the season. And now they're 4-1-3. So they would be winless in 5. Plus their Champions League hopes are pretty much blown up. Marco Reus. I like Brandt and Royce's chemistry today in that 3-4-2-1 system. I think that has been a bit of a highlight. I think they look very active. Like I said, it's the toughest way to get 2 cams playing together is by having them in kind of that floating role, which the Christmas tree formation has. Nice ball to Marius Wolf. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. It's offside, but it was still a good run. But the 2 floating roles, which you can only really have in a 3-4-2-1 or a 4-3-2-1, which is the Christmas tree formation or the formation we're playing now. And I think Brandt and Royce are finding these overlapping runs that Wolf is trying to make. I like it. Salzburg might make it out. I'm also watching it on a free streaming site. Pretty amazing nowadays. They stream everything. Yeah, they do. Hi, new subscriber from Singapore. Cheers, my man. Hope you're doing well today. BBB fan from Singapore. You gotta love it. Josh, how does the Bundesliga compare to how does Dortmund in the Bundesliga compare to Barca in La Liga? It's an interesting question. Are you talking just this season, for example? Or are you talking like history and like over time? I guess on this season, it's different. Like in La Liga, there's a few clubs who I think are going to compete for the title. I think Sevilla, Sociedad will be able to push the 2 favorites, which would be Atletico and Real. I think Barca have a manager that they hate and don't, like the fans hate and don't want there. I don't think that's the case with Marco Rosa. I think they're in transition, losing they lost Messi. So I think it's a very different situation. I think Dortmund is set up for more success in the Bundesliga, especially with the Bundesliga standing as they are. If we win this, we're still only a point behind Bayern, where Barca could lose at the weekend to Madrid, and pretty much already see there. That's a beautifully done there from Chan. But yeah, it's very different cases. I mean, I'd at this point be much happier being a Dortmund fan than a Barca fan, because I think Barca is gonna be lucky if they can get top 4. A lot of unrest on a lot of different reasons: political, team losing their everything, the GOAT. Weghorst is Wolfsburg's Holland. Is Weghorst playing today, guys? I was told that he didn't get vaccinated. So I thought that was keeping him out. But could be it could mean he could be leaving Wolfsburg very, very soon. I like the pressing the last 10-15 minutes. I do too. That's a really good point. Dortmund has won the ball back pretty consistently, and have actually been passing the ball around pretty nicely as well. Like this half has been a decent bounce back half in my eyes. There's some sloppiness from the back, which expected, I guess. The confusion of Pongacic and Hummels and Akanji. I still don't love the back three, at least in the setup. But other than that, I think the wingbacks have been good. I think Marius Wolf has been very active, continuously making runs. And I think, honestly, I think Mullen's been decent too. I think he's been a nice little outlook, causing a little speed. But I really like, let's say, the two floating cams, Royce and Brandt, both being able to play centrally, both being able to kind of interchange with each other throughout the course of this first half. And like you said, Marco Reus has been pressing like crazy. I mean, at his age, not always his forte is to press, but let's be honest, he's been doing a really good job. That's another really good ball to find Thorgan Hazard, another wing back to Marco Reus. It's much better, much better. To find Wolf, who does very well, to Mullen. Want to see Mullen score today, man. And also, we got to give a shout out to Gregor Kobel, because from the turnover from Pongacic, there was a massive opportunity. But Gregor, in my eyes, very, very good at coming out, cutting down the angle, and made sure that we had a lead, or didn't give up the first goal, which is so important. Royce and Brandt. Royce. But here comes Marius Wolf once again. Nice little ball. Josh, did you see the post which made Coleman fatter with every 25 likes? No, I did not. Josh, since Wolves have Juan, he changed now. Do you think Raul Jimenez would be a good striker to buy? I wouldn't buy Raul Jimenez with his injury issues. The fact that he's getting towards 30, that he's be very, very expensive. Dortmund will never target him. But, I mean, he's a very good player. If I was Raul Jimenez, I would just stick with what you know at Wolves. Hopefully Wolverhampton can get you back to your best. I mean, it's a very scary, scary injury he had. So, have the concerns with Kobel been brought up yet? With the transfer window really come to fruition yet? Oh, the concerns I brought up? Yeah, no, Kobel slapped my opinion right out of my mouth. Kobel has been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I was very nervous. Because you don't really know. I mean, a lot of people who reached out to me and said, Josh, like, I watched a lot of Stuttgart last season. Gregor Kobel is the real deal. And I was hoping that they were right. I was concerned. Like I said, similar with the manager at Dortmund, I believe they did want a German-speaking keeper, which is why Mike Maignan was kind of ruled out. But I was just disappointed because, in my eyes, AC Milan got just an unbelievable deal for Mike Maignan, and I kind of wanted Dortmund to challenge. But Gregor Kobel has been just incredible. It's a nice ball. Oh, Daniel Mullen. The front three, man, I like it. I've been liking it this half so far. I think Brandt, Royce, and Mullen are finding a little bits of chemistry there. In my eyes, they really are. Ortega had a nice save there. Didn't know much about it. But I like it. And hopefully they can find, those three can continually find chemistry. But yes, I'll be the first one to hold my hand up and be like, I was wrong. We are so lucky we signed our boy Gregor Kobel. What? Oh my god, what a goal. Mats Hummels. That was disgusting. Oh my god. I'm not a fan of Wolf. He's really underrated. Him and Guerrero at wingback. Holy, look at that strike from Mats Hummels. Decent corner from Hazard. It was well defended in the end, and it just dropped and hit on the volley. That is a striker's goal, man. That was a bullet. What a rocket from Mats Hummels. Turns his body. That is such a nice goal. Hummels officially has more goals in the Bundesliga than Malen this season. Yeah, not really what you want, man. You're center back. But I mean, we know. I mean, honestly, if Mats Hummels wasn't a center back, he'd be a striker. Let's be honest, man. Him and Gerard Piqué. But damn, that was a striker's goal. That was gorgeous for Mats Hummels. Gives us a 2-0 lead against Arminia in Bielefeld. That is a bounce back half you want. And not only do we have the scoreline, but like I said, there's an identity about this system. I really like the players buying in. Honestly, the worst thing for me is the center back so far. And it's simply because, and they're going to get, I think they're going to get hopefully better as the match progresses, but I wasn't convinced with the first match at Prongicic in the back of the three. I think Prongicic does have a role to play in this back three, but just outside. And since the switch, I think Prongicic has been much better. Still not a big fan about Hummels being out wide, but it is what it is. But the wing backs have been good. And then the biggest thing for me is finding chemistry with Brandt, Royce, and Malen. And having all three being involved, I think is going to be nothing but good news for Dortmund. Now, we're up by 2. We just need to get Malen on the score sheet. But Mats Hummels, man. Mats Hummels. Just beautiful. Look at that, guys. Dropping a lot of W's in the chat for our boy Mats Hummels. With a beautiful celebration as well. I didn't even celebrate. I was like, what happened to her? Yeah, I don't... Oh, look at Brandt. That was beautiful. Brandt's playing with a little bit more confidence as well. And finding... Oh, nice ball from Wolf as well. Yeah. I'm liking this system, man. I really am. Malen has looked electric, though. I mean, he caused the penalty. He's making runs. I think he's having fun with Brandt and Royce playing just under him. But it's a system that Marco Rosa is familiar playing. And honestly, let's be honest. Even with our fully healthy squad, guys. I'm just going to throw a projected starting 11 for you guys. Just to give you an idea of what we could do with it. If we play this 3-4-2-1 system, which is one that even months ago when I was trying to come up with predicted starting 11s, I mentioned this one. Kobel in net. Now your right wing back, you could put in Meunier, you could put in Wolf, or you could even put in Hazard and move him back over to the right. Those are all options for the right wing back spot. Your three center backs would still be Prongicic. I would still say Hummels in the middle, Akanji on the left. Then you would have Guerrero at your left wing back, playing Hummels and Guerrero's strengths. You have probably now Chan and Bellingham, or Dahoud and Bellingham as your two center mids. Brandt and Royce, maybe Gio when he comes healthy again. And then your boy Holland up front. And Malen could also drop down deep. I don't know, guys. Let's head back on over to the chat. Halftime is here. We'll take a look at some of the other score lines from around the league as well. But I mean, guys, drop a big old like for that. We're at 55 or 56 now. Let's get over 60. You guys have been killing it all watch along. And guess what? We have a 2-0 lead. 2-0 lead. My CB from Luca with a big old heart. My CB OMG, checking the whole 2 months. This is an important year for me in school. I wasn't able to follow you in BBB, but I'm back. Let's go. My boy, you've been gone for a while. We missed you. I couldn't care less who scores the goals. All about the team and all about the winning. I respect it. Mullen should have taken the penalty just like Leipzig did with Silva. Let him score a pen and give him confidence. I do agree. I do agree, and I do get that point. But to be fair, Emre Can had a gorgeous penalty. Leipzig is down bad. I'm going to check the scores very soon here, guys. I really like Wolf and Brandt on the same side. Good chemistry. That's a good point as well. Let me know, guys, right now in the chat, who stood out for you most in this half? I'm going to cover a couple different people, but like I said, Royce and Brandt, the floating cams really impressed me. I think Mullen has kind of found a fit playing in this system with those two under him. I think the runs that Mullen has brings defenders away and allows a little bit more space for Brandt and Royce. On top of that, having wingbacks who have these proactive overlapping runs for Royce and Brandt to play into, like Wolf and even Hazard, has been spectacular. Those have been the real bright spots for me. I'm not really convinced with our performance, but I'm glad we were able to pick up points when we aren't playing particularly well. Like last year, would be definitely not be picking up points. And I get what you're saying. The issues in this first half for me was the defending, and just poor mistakes. But I feel, and let me know if you guys don't agree, but I feel like there's something here with this system. It's only been 45 minutes, but we've just played such ugly football in recent weeks that the players look lost. It looks like this is just a system set up for the personnel on this squad. I really like seeing the overlapping runs from Hazard and Wolf. I really like seeing Brandt and Royce kind of interchange with each other. They've been on the ball a lot. And Mullen looks like he's got a game plan out there. What a banger from Mats from Mr. Carlson. Where's Holland, daddy? He's injured till December, my guy. I would like Rosa to give Bellingham a rest. He's looking a bit tired. But Tom, that's a good point. Someone messaged in the group a while back and said, how's Jude playing? And I said, he's been kind of quiet, to be honest. Maybe he's tired. He's had a lot of minutes, but let's quickly check out some of the other scores from around the leagues. Chelsea won 7-0 today. Everton and Watford are 1-1. Hee-Chan Wang has scored again for Wolves. Us and Bayern are up by 2. Leipzig's losing to Greuther Fürth 1-0. Wow. See their team. They're playing the 3-4-2-1 as well. They got Hendricks out there. They have Hadara, Angelino, Forsberg, and Cuckoo, and Silva. And they're losing to Greuther Fürth. That is hilarious. Jesse Marsch, you need to turn this ship around, my friend. And Wolfsburg losing to Freiburg. Freiburg's had an excellent start to the season. I believe they would leapfrog Wolfsburg now. Is Weghorst playing? He's not. So Nemeka's at the striker. Arnold's playing at Can. You got Guy Lavogi in there. Stefan, Baku, and Babu, Lacroix, Brooks, Silva. I think I might be my dad. Want to go check him out? Pardon? I don't know. He called me. Brad just creeping in. Mullen should have taken the penalty. Holland is injured, guys. He is. Leipzig are getting relegated. I don't know about relegated. Prongicic defending is okay, but his attempted through passes have been awful. Playing out from the back, he's been very poor, which is why I'd prefer him on the outside of this. In my eyes, and the reason that Hummels does it so well is playing in the middle three of a back three is so important. You have to be very good technically, very good on the ball, and your passing has to be very good as well. Unfortunately, I don't think that goes to Prongicic's strengths. I think he's good in a back three, just he has to play on the outside. Emre Can has been the best player in this match so far. And isn't it refreshing to see? Emre Can is a player that needs to step up. He really does. Him and Jude, hopefully, because again, Witzel's on his way out. We know that. And Witzel hasn't particularly been playing overly well this season. So if Chan can get back to his best, I think he'd be a real asset for this team to have. Why isn't Mats playing as the central center back, though? I have no idea. I'm sure everyone who's been in the stream doesn't want to listen to me cry about it anymore, but I think that's a really, really poor coaching decision. And like I said, it doesn't seem like the biggest deal in the world, but it is. It is, and you've seen it. It's why Prongacic has already been shifted out. The perfect back three for me is Hummels through the middle, where his speed is covered by Akanji and Prongacic. He can play out. He'll have the ball at his feet. He's very good with the ball at his feet. And on top of that, he'll be very, very good with distribution. Akanji and... All right, Brad, can you just leave the freaking house? Don't lock it. The problem with the pen to Mullen is that we have to trust him to score it. Yeah, in hindsight, Cham put in a very composed penalty, and he did. For those of you guys who know, my dad just walked in the house and kept trying to lock the door and just annoying the crap out of me. But we move on. Wolf and Hazard just bombed down the pitch. And it's been nice, and it's been refreshing, man. It has. This has been a decent half of football. I've been fine with it. I think that there's a system here. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the 3-4 right now, put a yes or a no, guys, in the chat. Do you think the 3-4-2-1 is the formation, is the answer that Rose has been looking for? Because like I said, big issue with me is that there's been no system. There's been no identity with this squad. They need a system to play around. And a lot of people all season have been calling for this back three system. And Tyler says it right here. Meunier and Guerrero would thrive in the back three. But the key thing is, Guerrero will always be better as a wingback. That is his favorite and best position. So he's laughing if it is successful. But now you have not only Meunier, you can move Hazard over. He can play right wingback as well. Probably would be better at right wingback. Because I think he's a very good crosser of the ball. And then you also have Wolf now. So you have three options at right wingback compared to just hoping that Meunier can figure it out. Who should Dortmund target in the January transfer market? It depends, I guess, because I still think we do need a winger. But if we switch up shape here and do play this back three, we have center backs. We can play our center backs in the back three. We have wing backs now. We have Guerrero, Hazard. We have Meunier, Hazard, and Marius Wolf. We have we got a decent chunk of center mids as well once Dahoud gets back. And then once we have Gio, Mullen can potentially drop down a little bit. This system works for the personnel we have. But I still think we could use a winger, to be honest. Okay, Josh, why doesn't BBB have a Canadian player? Hey, I went up that Buchanan tree for a long time. It wasn't meant to be. I heard Adeyemi rumors coming to Dortmund possibly. He's been linked to it. Apparently, from a trusted source, Adeyemi is down to Bayern and Dortmund. Manuel put a nice little article out about it if you want to check him out. And if you guys haven't checked out our podcast yet, it's the pinned comment. We've created a new, and we actually touch on Adeyemi in the podcast, talking about where he should go. Of course, I said Dortmund, let's be honest. Why not follow the same exact career path as Erling Haaland? Salzburg, Dortmund, success. You're not going to break. Bayern apparently want him as a Kingsley Coman replacement, but you still have Gnabry, Musala, and Sané to compete with. He'll be more successful at Dortmund. And guess what? He can play it wide as well. And we need wingers. So, there's your answer. There's your answer, man. Adeyemi. Why not pick Adeyemi up? Have him play as a wing. Have him play as a striker. I'm fine with it. But the big thing is Salzburg look to be qualifying for the Champions League knockout stages. So they may not want to let him go till summer. Brandt has been great, to be honest. He has. The movement of the top three have really impressed me. If BBB get a third goal, who would you like to see? Multiple changes to get some rest. Let's take a look, guys, at the bench. Let me know what substitutions you would do. I think I would absolutely give Jude a rest. I think that's a pretty obvious one. He doesn't overly look like he's really in the match so far, but I do like this system. Just don't like where Hummels is, but I would do maybe a straight swap for Witsel for Bellingham. If Witsel isn't quite ready, then you could maybe put in... Man, we don't have a lot of depth on the bench. We got Hitz, Maloney, Papadopoulos, Paslak, Witsel, Tigges, Renier, and Knauf. Yeah, I would probably... I'm assuming Witsel would be alright. I'd probably bring on Witsel for Bellingham at some point. put on maybe Renier for Royce, Tigges for Mullen, Paslak for Thorgan Hazard, and then maybe one of Maloney or Papadopoulos for Akanji or Hummels. Like, if we're going to use all 5 and no specific timing, because looking at the bench, there's no one I'm super comfortable bringing on. The only substitute I would make early, like the 60th minute, would be Witsel for Bellingham. Just like we said, Bellingham does look tired. He's not having the best match. Get Witsel back out there. And then those other subs I mentioned towards the end of the game, I would expect. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me to switch up too much. A lot of these players aren't like overly well used. But Josh, in a back three, who would you, I'm assuming you meant 3, who do you prefer as right wing back? Hazard, Wolf, or Meunier? It's tough. I mean, again, like I said, now we have potential depth at the right wing back spot if we play in this system. I think depending on who we play, if we play like a Gladbach or a Leverkusen, maybe even a Wolfsburg, teams like that, I'd probably go with Meunier. If we're playing teams like Bielefeld, Stuttgart, maybe Bochum, like teams like that, I'd go Hazard because we'd have a lot more of the ball. Hazard would be much more influential. Wolf is still in my eyes. This is if Guerrero's back. So Hazard isn't on the left. So games where we're not going to dominate possession, I'd go Meunier. So he has defending in his game. And then games we're going to dominate possession, I would go with Hazard so he can just be just a threat continuously going down that right-hand side. Because I do still say that Hazard is one of the best crossers of the ball. But everyone has pretty much said, well, 3, 4, 5 have said yes, 2 have said no, that 3-4-2-1 is our answer. Problem is, where will Mullen play? He will probably be on the bench. If he's to play, he would play in the cam role. He'd be floating around with Royce or Brandt, but then you also have Gio coming back. So, when Holland's back, the 3-4-2-1 hurts Mullen, but Mullen's gonna get a crap ton of minutes in the next month and a bit. We need to test this system against bigger teams to see if it works. I agree. I don't think it will if you're going to continue to play Hummels on the left-hand side, but whatever. It could be, but I don't trust it based on this game alone against a poor inferior team with less talent. I agree. I'm not saying that this game is the answer to playing this every single game. I'm saying this game has showed me enough that we should test it out against a tougher opposition, especially Ajax. I think this system could potentially be better taking on Ajax again, because what we did last time was atrocious. They're still struggling up front, overplaying the ball, lack of speed to beat a low block. They've had good opportunities though. Like they do like to play with the ball, but they've been creating opportunities left, right, and center. We've scored twice. I can't count how many overlapping runs Wolf has had. We had a nice opportunity that Mullen had as well. The chances are coming. We could have scored more than 2, which in my eyes, comparing this match to other previous matches, where especially like that Sporting game where we won 1-0 with pretty much only one chance we've created, I'm digging this system right now. If we play 3 at the back, we might run thin with CBs. Maybe we should pick up a CB in January. That is a good shout. Actually, that probably would make more sense. Get Adeyemi in the summer because I don't think that they're going to release him anyways. With our new shape, like I said, as long as Gio comes back, you have Mullen, Holland as your strikers. You have Brandt, Royce, Gio, Renier as your cams. You have Witsel, you have Chan, you have Bellingham, you have Dahoud. Brandt can even drop down there for your center mids. Hopefully with wingbacks coming back with Guerrero and now Hazard, even Canal. There's a lot of depth except for center back. That's a very good point you make. But I'd almost look at another loan signing center back just to get bodies. Someone who just does not have an injury history. We can get someone who will not be injured. But hopefully Zagadou and some other players can come back as well, especially at the center back position. Pius wants to see Renier come on. Papadopoulos for Jude. Interesting. Renier for Royce. Maloney for Hummels. Witsel for Chan. Tigges for Mullen. That would all be okay. I think that we should buy a world-class defender, buy Adeyemi, and that's it. I don't disagree. I heard rumors that, Adeyemi. Josh, I play for Rangers U14. In Scotland? JJD TV fan, are you from Scotland? All right, guys, we're returning for the second half. Be sure to drop a like if you're just tuning in. Get us over 70. We have 64 likes. You guys have been killing it. Say hello as well in the chat. Very friendly people here. We are in this community. The second half is getting back underway. Let's see if we can get more of the same. Hits is coming on. That is sort of scary. I know a center back that would be perfect fit. Christensen. Yeah, Anders Christensen would be. He's got Bundesliga experience. We played for Gladbach. I don't know if they'd be able to let him go, but we have a substitution. Kobel coming off for hits. That scares the crap out of me. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. We cannot afford to lose Kobel. I hope it's just very precautionary. Very, very precautionary. But that is an absolute disaster. Yash is back. Man United needs Zachariah. I desperately hope we get him. Arminia is the German Norwich. Oh, can you say what minute you're at? Second half just started. I'm at 45 minutes and 5 seconds. If you guys want to try to link up, 45 minutes, 7 seconds. And Gregor Kobel's off. Our savior so far is off for hits. Hits is a solid backup. Tuning in from Australia. Better game to have on TV in the background, Everton or Wolves? I'd put on Wolves. I like the way that they play, that 3-4-3, fun attacking football. If Jimenez is playing, I didn't check, but Jimenez and Chan are, how do you pronounce the name? Wang Hee Chan? Yeah. Wang Hee Chan, I can't remember. Yeah, Wang Hee Chan? Yeah. Okay. Wang Hee Chan, in the chemistry that he's creating with Jimenez, is enjoyable. So I'd toss on that game if I were you. I don't think it's a big deal bringing on hits. I'm assuming, like I said, I hope it's just very precautionary. Because otherwise I'm assuming Kobel might have picked up an injury. Which terrifies me. I'm hoping it's just he got knocked up a little bit. He needs to, I don't know, adjust his back or something. I don't know. But it's a little terrifying. Not the substitute I was expecting. Nice switch from Jude to Brandt. Marco Royce. Hits is a reliable backup, though. So it's not, I mean, like, again, it's not the worst thing. Just as long as Kobel is fine to go. It's just, Kobel, in my eyes, has just been so important. He's the reason we've been in games. He's the reason we've stolen points. And hits. Nice first pass, playing out from the back. That's what you like to see. Shalaba's my dream signing. Lacroix, we would never be able to sign Lacroix, unfortunately. Lacroix is that pipe dream, guys. Unless we just somehow get a F load of money in the summertime. Unfortunately, I see it very unlikely we sign Lacroix. We sign players like Prongicic. Apparently, a few rumors, BVB are looking at a center mid from Galatasaray. A center mid is one that we are going to need. Come summertime, I personally think we're going to need another center back. One who's, like, somewhat of a... Like, I mean, Lacroix is the dream. I just personally don't think that we would be able to fight off any interest from the Prem. Why would Wolfsburg send to us when they could sell to the Prem? Maybe it's the St. Juice we've been finally looking for. Adeyemi would be a perfect one, that winger / striker position. Such a upside with his game. And then I think a center mid would nail it. And then 1, 2, 3 just like that, because Witzel will probably be gone. We already lost Delaney. So those are my three. A center back, a center mid, and then Adeyemi, who's the winger / striker. we're laughing. Trincao as well, yes. By the way, the Wolves' goal was Jimenez shot deflected to and he towed it in. So it's another goal from Jimenez. I like it. What a nice little. I like those little partnerships that you don't expect, because he had a miserable time in Leipzig. So it's good to see. It's good to see him find success with Wolves and a nice little relationship with Raul Jimenez. Nice ball over to Brandt. Thing I'm liking about Brandt this game is that he just wants the ball. Continuously wants the ball. Trying to create stuff out of nothing. He drops deep. He kind of just seems like he's in his game today. Nice challenge there from Prangacic. Yeah, another Norwegian striker. Why not? Zachariah would be a good replacement for Witsel. Yeah, Zachariah is my dream set. When I said the center mid, Zachariah, because it would be a free. If you can get Zachariah on a free, you are absolutely laughing. Experience with Marco Rose, experience in the Bundesliga. We're poaching from Gladbach once again. But I mean, when it's a free like that, you do it. You absolutely do it. So that would be perfect, man. If we brought in St. Just at center back, we brought in Zachariah on a free, and we brought in Adeyemi, tell me that's not a W. That is a huge, huge W. You're not going to spend crazy amount of money. Probably 30-ish for Adeyemi, who, in my eyes, that would be worth it. I think he'd be interested in going to Dortmund as well. And then St. Just for 15, and then Zachariah on a free. Let's go. But there's a nice ball there to Daniel Mullen. Yeah, Mullen, take it on. Why don't you be a little selfish there? Who scored? Mats Hummels scored an absolute worldie, and then Emre Can scored a penalty. I like the hits move, get him some time so he can be ready just in case. This game is in the bag. Pokal, Champions League, a lot. You guys think that the substitute wasn't injury related? Did it say at all? Didn't really hear. Did they mention, I'm not listening to the commentary, guys. Did they mention anything about the hit substitution? Did they mention that Kobel might have picked up a knock? If it looked like it was just a tactical decision? I am curious. Some of the negatives of not listening to the match, but nice ball. Nice little touch there from Jude. Yeah, if it's like very precautionary, like Kobel's like pretty much good to go, there's nothing serious there, but maybe he was just dinged up a little bit, a little sore, then yeah, that's fine. If he's injured, I'm terrified. I mean, he would still have to come off, but it would just make me feel like crap. Zachariah would be free, yes. How do you feel about some type of big money takeover in Dortmund like Newcastle? That'll never happen. And I wouldn't want it to. It will never happen. It's not the way the German game is. You'll never, ever, ever see anything like the Newcastle takeover. The closest you will see is something like the Leipzig. But the way that they had to do it, they had to start way down in the lower divisions. And they dumped a lot of money in, and they started from there. But you won't see any big club get taken over. That will have probably the money spent. I mean, you can see takeovers all the time, but you won't see anything like what you're going to see in Newcastle. Leipzig starting to pour it on after being down at half 2-1. Oh, well, there you go. Why can't we loan Adeyemi in January? Why would Salzburg want to give him up? Salzburg's competing for their title. They're also going to probably be in the knockout stage of the Champions League. And with Haaland still in, and I don't know how influential Adeyemi is going to even really be this year. Let him enjoy his minutes and keep developing. He's only 19. I wouldn't really personally think that the best move for him would be to come in January. But that's just my opinion. And I don't think Salzburg will let him go. Why would you? This is going to be your first time ever qualifying for the round of 16 in the Champions League. You're going to want your striker who got you there. Unless there's a release clause, I don't think Salzburg will sell. Defo injury related. I'm nervous now. And that's a good ball. Where's hits? This Kobel's been such a difference maker. He's literally He's one of those stoppers who's just not scared of anything. The amount he closes down the angle, he rushes out. He's a very, very good keeper, man. And with this Dortmund defense, that's something that you need to be able to pick up points. And I'm hoping that it's nothing and he's okay, but he's been, for me, he's been the signing of the season, and he was, like we talked about earlier, he was someone I was a little skeptical over, but it was mostly because I was disappointed that Mike Maignan was available and we didn't get him. Even though I should have known, because like the manager with Dortmund, the keeper usually is going to be able to speak German. But Robin Hack's got it. Nice little ball. Defended well, out for a corner. Hate to say it, but we need to consider taking Royce off today. Haven't been impressed with Royce today. Thought he did well the backtracking there. Or Cristiano from Sheriff. A little bit older for the liking, I believe. Adama Traore. After further review, Kobel ran into the post and got injured. Apparently, it was the play from Akanji. Oh. And a good little chance there. Yeah, I can say I wouldn't say the first one should be oh, that was a nice save actually. Was it not? A nice little save there from Hitz. It was. It was a good save. Another corner coming in from Bielefeld. Oh, defended well. Defended well from Emre Can. But yeah, my first substitute would be Bellingham. But Bellingham for Witzel. And boy, Chan. Nice ball to Royce. Or Hazard. Arminia coming on a little bit. Coming on a little bit. Apparently, it was the play Akanji made to prevent a goal. And all that came from, I believe, Prongacic's turnover. Emre Can with a beautiful little unorthodox way to get the ball over to Marius Wolf. Fun fact, I watched Marius Wolf score a goal live. He'd be the last Dortmund player. If he would have left this year, when I went to the game live, the 3 goal scorer was Dalio, who's now at PSG. Paco Alcácer, who's obviously at Villarreal. Nice ball. Marco Reus. Royce, that was... and then Marius Wolf, I watched score. But was that onside? I believe it was. Really good movement there from Marius Wolf. We should get seeing him a punch in the gut for Bayern and make me feel good because he's Indian. He plays for New Zealand though, pain. I was gonna say, I figured he was probably of Indian descent, but yeah, he plays for New Zealand, which is very strange. Not really the quality of player we're looking for though. I'm sorry, my man. OC is disappointing to hear. But he's playing with fellow Canadian Scott Kennedy, so we got a nice little partnership, you and I, OC, with our boys there. But yeah, he chose New Zealand over India, which I don't know. Maybe it's an easier way to qualify for the World Cup. New Zealand always will have that chance, but it's usually the interconfederational playoff that will screw them over. Nice ball. Look at Brandt. Just having fun out there, guys. Bellingham over to Hazard. Back to Hummels. Emre Can. Oh, he was thinking about it. Brandt. Wolf. Brandt. Defended well. Defended well, but Brandt and Wolf are creating a little chemistry today. And it is nice to see. It is nice to see. Do you know the Irish CR7? Who's that? A few Indian players I didn't realize that could have played for you guys. Neil Taylor could have played for India? Is that what you're saying? Ortega as well. Getting closer to that 60-minute mark. Any of you guys expecting a substitution coming up? I said around the 60 mark, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bellingham yanked, but... Oh, look at Mullen. Because Armenia's built their way back into the match a little bit. I think they've been playing better in the second half. Dortmund relaxing a little bit. Robin Hack with the ball. Nice ball there. Armenia's trying to find a way through. But Hummel's defended very well. To be fair, Singh was born and raised in New Zealand and India. Doesn't allow dual citizenship, so it's hard to play for them. My boy Brandt. Callum Robinson. Last 2 games for Ireland. 5 goals. Nice ball. Defended so well there. I think that was Chan who got there. No, it was Akanji. That was a really, really good defensive header. It's a good corner, too. But Armenia's putting on some pressure now. You get to see that nervy Dortmund back line, which I said, with the wing backs are so good going forward, it's when they have some pressure what you're going to see. Oh, Mullen. Rosa normally substitutes in the 65th minute, doesn't he? Favre was like a fire alarm, always waited till the 60th minute. Favre wasn't a very proactive manager. I think if there was a 60th minute substitute, sometimes it was lucky. He liked waiting, in my eyes, a little bit deeper, like to the 75th minute before making a change. Which just drove me crazy. If I'm remembering it correctly. Tickets for Royce, please. That wouldn't be that's not what I would do. I don't, because there's no point of having another striker. You'd have to switch up shape to a 4. It had to be a 4-3-1-2, which I don't think we need another striker on. Nicely done there from Prongicic. If I'm taking off, like again, Witzel for Bellingham makes sense. If I'm taking off Royce, I'd put on Renier. He fits that role perfectly. Oh, nice turn from Bellingham. Jude! But that's what I would do. I don't think Tigges sees the pitch unless it's like an 85th to 90th minute substitution. But that's what I see. The nice ball for Brandt. For any of you U.S. men's national team fans, or anyone who just wants to put their input on Gio, how much more difficult do you think it's going to be for Gio to break in now that Brandt is seeming to play some good football? Do you think when Gio's back, he goes right into the starting 11? Or do you think he's the odd man looking out at Royce and Brandt? As the bromance of Royce. I think Witzel for Bellingham and maybe Knauf for Royce. Knauf for Royce could work too. I'd assume they would go with Renier just because it's a like-for-like switch. Knauf playing in that free open role I don't think really suits him. But that's just my opinion. I think Marco Rosa has put a little bit more faith in Renier than they did with our boy Knauf. For me, I would sub Jude for Renier and switch Brandt with Renier. That's another option. But if you guys are just tuning in today, be sure to drop a like. I don't know if we've hit 70 likes yet. Oh, that's a foul. If we haven't, be sure to drop a like. Drop a sub as well. Let me know your thoughts on the match so far. Mullen just got taken down pretty nicely. It was a nice little turn, though, from him. But another substitute is coming in for Arminia Bielefeld, which is interesting. But yeah, Luca, you could definitely do that. It'd be an attacking switch, which is why I wouldn't overly suggest it. Like I said, I think getting Witzel on is important, and then getting Renier on for Royce if you really wanted to. Looks like a Walmart version of Brandt. Remember it does. Josh, quick question. Have you thought about doing a Canadian roundup of the players, like how Tactical does for his American players? I I haven't yet. Like a depth chart, you're saying? Oh. Well, yes. If you're talking about the Canadian men's national team abroad, yes, that was supposed to go up this week. I even actually shot it, but the timing with the new project of the podcast, we ran out of time. So I actually did record one, our first ever Canucks abroad, but I didn't release it. So yeah, look forward to that, I guess, next week if we get it done. I was mentioning our man Gloria Amanda, the Canadian in the Austrian League. This Holland news was not what I needed to hear on my birthday. Oh, guys, everyone in the chat, drop a happy birthday for Jonathan Walker, whose birthday has been slightly ruined with the Holland news, but it's okay. Maybe a win today from Dortmund can make things a little bit better, but big happy birthday to you, my friend. Everyone in the chat, drop a big old happy birthday as well. Yeah, it's not what you want to hear. Having Holland, and there's two, I guess, opinions. I'm never in the opinion where if Holland's not playing, it helps Dortmund. It doesn't. It doesn't. If Holland's not playing, your opportunity of scoring a goal decreased by, I don't know, 50% maybe. Unfortunately, the kick and run style in that Ajax game was just atrocious to watch in the eyes. Kick it up, hope Holland can do something with it. He created 3 chances out of absolutely nothing. But yeah, in my eyes, when Holland's injured, it's terrifying. But oh, I'm wrong. Once again, I'm wrong. Story from Josh. Tigges is actually warming up. I'd suspect though it to be a straight swap for Mullen. So hopefully maybe I'll make up for that and not sound like a goof. But I'm assuming Tigges will be a straight swap for Mullen. I don't love that substitution, but let's see if I'm right. And I am. But I'm surprised that this is the early substitution. Mullen, somewhat average-ish performance. I mean, he led to the penalty, which is good, but I mean, our man does not know how to score a goal. So maybe Marco Rose was like, all right, well, let's swap you with another striker and see if Tigges knows how to find the back of the net. What do you guys think of that substitution? Because Tigges is on. Very different striker to Daniel Mullen. See if the big target man will be a little bit different. Good to see BBB winning. Leads are down by a second. That's not good. A lot of happy birthdays coming in for our boy here. Tigges for Mullen. Hey Josh, what do you think about from Watford? I'm not saying the name. Smarter than that. Smarter than that. No Mullen goal today. No, it's not. But he did lead to a penalty, guys. He did lead to a penalty. Curious to see how Tigges will do. Like I said, he's a very different striker. He doesn't have the speed that Mullen does. He does have I guess the stature that Holland does, but he doesn't have the speed. So Holland's that mixture of everything. This is just going to be sort of a hold-up kind of guy, and not having a ton of pace in behind. It's not like Brandt and Royce are screaming rapid pace. So I'm curious to see the way that his hold-up play will be, and if he's going to be releasing maybe Wolf and Hazard rather than the 2 cams. Bit of a different style. But yeah, I'm not surprising that Leipzig turned it around. Greuther Fürth has been by far the worst team in the Bundesliga, and I think they're going to struggle to even get a few wins this season. They're going to be very similar to Schalke's season last year, and will probably be relegated. How many more disappointments till we give Renier a go? Well, it's just, like, to me, honestly, it sounds cruel. Oh, Arminia does well. Oh, there we go. Hits with a big save. That a boy? That's what you want, man. That's what you want. That That was a dangerous little play there. Hummels got beat, couldn't get to it. Really good cutback. And a pretty solid hit as well of it. There we are. That's what you want from your backup keeper. Make these kind of saves. Surprised it was a corner though. Somewhat annoying. Defended sort of okay. But yeah, the thing about Renier is he's on loan. So it's like, what's the point of giving him minutes rather than Knauf? We're not going to sign him. He hasn't been very influential. So for me personally, what's the point of continuously giving Renier minutes when he's just going to head back to Madrid and then not play in Dortmund again? That's just my thoughts. Knauf is our player. Why not give him those kind of minutes? But at the same time, in this system, Renier does make more sense. But Renier's had a miserable time at Dortmund, let's be honest. Nicely done there from Mats Hummels. Makes sense why Mullen didn't take the pen. Rosa has no confidence with him. Apparently. 3-1 Leipzig now. Wolfsburg down 2. Renier has never had an impact in any game. No, he's not. Which is my point. He's never been influential. To be fair, he hasn't been giving crazy chances, but he hasn't taken any chances thrown his way, and he's not our player. It's as simple as that. I'd rather see Knauf on the pitch over Renier every single time. The only thing is, like I said, with this system, playing as the two cams, and having a very low bench, Renier does make sense to bring on in a game like today. So 20 minutes left. Maybe they bring him on, put Knauf out as a wingback, but did we get another injury today? You better believe it, and probably one of the most important players of our season so far. Gregor Kobel was substituted at halftime. And yeah, terrifying. I think that could be a catastrophic if it's a serious injury. Hopefully it's not. Hitz is not too shabby. Hitz made a big save already, guys, which is awesome. It's awesome. And Hitz was, honestly, I had no complaints with him last season when he came in. When Berkey got injured, he was better than Berkey in my eyes. But Kobel has been way better than both. And excellent defending from Mats Hummels. Well done, my guy. Robin Hack looked to be in on goal, but really, really well defended by Mats Hummels. In my FIFA career, Renier is a beast. Or did you sign him permanently, or what was your plan there? Nice ball. Hummels. Hazard. Decent switch. It's 20 minutes to go. Are we going to be able to keep a clean sheet, guys? I didn't say we were. I'm not jinxing it. Do you guys think we can? Do you guys think this is the one? Nice ball. It's Royce. Ah. Nicely done. Nicely done. Ref says play on. Oh, nicely done from Brandt. Jude. 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 Oh. Ew. Jude Bellingham. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Oh my. Look at the BVB fans. That was the goal of the season so far for Dortmund by a mile. Beautiful ball from Wolf, taken down nicely. And look at this, 1-on-4. Bye. Excuse me, and then yep, little chip with the left, by the way. And right there. Creeps over the line. That was disgusting. Oh, man. That is such a goal. Drop a W for that, man. Oh, agents, you doing okay, man? You're sweating a little bit. Holy. VR can't save you, Arminia. What a goal that was. Josh, change the score. Yash is pissed. Jude Bellingham, take a bow. You're always behind. I told you guys, I am behind this game. I'm streaming it. I wasn't available to watch on Sportsnet, so I have to stream it. But that was a filthy goal. Filthy, filthy goal. Witsel and Renier coming on. A lot of W's. Ice, ice. 3-0 is time for Maloney. Renier, I'm assuming Renier for Royce and Witsel for Bellingham would be my guess. But Jude Bellingham, he had a quiet game today, I thought. But then he wakes up and that's all anyone's going to remember. Oh, it was gorgeous. Chan had a good game as well today. 3-0 away result, a bounce back performance. Marco Rosa absolutely needed that. Oh, but what a goal. What a goal and what a chip. And that's what Tigges does well there though, guys. That hold up play, that quick little 1-2s. Let's see what Tigges can do here. Nah, it's poor quality in the end, but Jude Bellingham just took my breath away. But for anyone who wants to see Renier, it does seem like you are going to. I know a lot of you guys want to see Leonard Maloney, who I'd maybe like to see come in as well. Jude Bellingham is cold season. Remember like 15 minutes to go when everyone called off Jude. Bellingham with his brilliance. Let's just see if we can keep the clean sheet, which I don't even know who the clean sheet would go to. If it's Hitz's or now Kobel's. But Hitz made a really good save already. Kobel made one in the first half, so both keepers had their influence on the match. But Jude Bellingham with just a piece of magic to really kill this game off. And really, like I said, give the bounce back we wanted. I know it's one match and it's against a terrible Arminia side. That's harsh. It's against a poor Arminia side, but I still think this system fits our personnel. Instead of forcing a 4-1-2-1-2 or forcing a 4-3-3, this personnel does fit. But let's see. It's going to be Witsel for Emery Chan. So Bellingham, interestingly enough, continues to go on. And then Brandt's the one coming off. So the two I called were wrong. I thought it was going to be Bellingham and Royce, but it was their partners. It was Brandt coming off, who I thought had a decent little game today. Coming on for Renier, and then Witsel coming on for Chan. Who Chan had a great game, let's be honest. Why Renier and not Knauf? I think the system. Again, Knauf is more of a wing back. He could potentially come on for Hazard or Marius Wolf. Or if we played with wingers, he could have came on for them. But we're playing in a 3-4-2-1, so Renier is the only real option to naturally come on as a replacement for one of Royce or Brandt, and that's exactly what happened. So it's a like-for-like swap. Knauf could play there, but it's not, like I said, it's not his strength. More than likely, if Knauf comes on or Paslak comes on for the final two substitutions. Actually, we only have one more because Kobel got subbed off, as well as Mullen, and now a double. So we have one more substitution. So it could be Knauf or Paslak, and it will probably be for Hazard, would be my guess. Give Wolf the entire minutes. Or maybe one of the center backs for Hummels. Who, look at that. Funny enough, Hummels is in the midfield, or in the back three right now. And now I'm happy. It took 76 minutes, but I'm happy. Cold season. 2 beautiful goals. Royce has been a great playmaker this game. Royce can build the builder. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Hey, Emery Chan coming good will be really important, I think. Especially with Witsel, slowly seeing his game turn around a little bit. I don't think he'll be as influential as he'll need to be. He'll be useful this season, don't get me wrong. But you'll have to pick your pieces when you want to use Axel Witsel. Our opponent is a poor team. They are. But they need to build somewhere. They need to build somewhere, and this is hopefully an opportunity for that. I'm just going to peek around the other scores right now. 3-1 Leipzig, which Jesse Marsch might have saved his job a little bit. Bayern's still up by 2. We're up by 3. Freiburg's up by 2. Valencia tied earlier. They were down and got 2 late ones, both in the 90th minute, which is interesting. But we got a corner to defend now. Always important. We want that first clean sheet, guys. We want that first clean sheet. Defended well. Tigges, big body. And pumped over the net. Josh, Hertha, Gladbach later game in Berlin. Who do you guys want to win that game later? Do you have any care in the world? Anyone close to yellow suspensions that we should be worried about? I have no idea. Does anyone know that answer? I can't think off the top of my head. I'd suspect Witzel would be close, but I honestly, right off the top of my head, I can't remember if anyone's close or not. But yeah, let's get the clean sheet. Wolf must play in this basic selection. If we stick with this system, guys, I think there's a chance Wolf could put his shoe in there for that right wing back position. I think once Guerrero's back, he'll be battling with Hazard and Meunier, which it's good to have depth in that position because that was supposed to be our biggest weakness. Hazard can always go to the left-hand side with Guerrero there. This system just makes sense, man. It does. And Marco Rosa has played many systems. He's played the 4-3-3. He's played the 4-2-3-1. He's played a 4-1-2-1-2. And now he's played this 3-4-2-1, which, in my eyes, fits the personnel. But Hazard was just stripped of the ball. Opportunity. And look at Marco Reus coming back. Drop a W for the effort, guys. Beautiful defensive play from your skipper. Your center attacking mid coming back and making that last-ditched effort to save the clean sheet. Did anyone in the chat predict 3-0 as their scoreline? I predicted 2. So I'm wrong. Jude Bellingham showed us up. It's a deep ball. Ref did not care about that whatsoever. Alan wants to see the clean sheet, and he also said that he misses Dahoud. I do too. For those who care, Leeds United suffered a major injury. Ooh, who got the injury? A lot of W's coming in for Marco Reus. I want Gladbach to win. I'd rather 3-1 than have clean sheets and being right. I want a clean sheet. Nice ball. Oh, Jude taken out. But nice ball. Marius Wolf. Poor cross. But Jude is down right now, which is not ideal. Papadopoulos can play CDM too, by the way. I would take Jude off. That would be my next substitution. I'd probably do Papadopoulos, because Papadopoulos played CDM. He can also play center back, which is where he's been mostly used for BBB2 and Dortmund. But looking at our lack of depth on the bench, I don't know. I'd maybe take him off. Throw in Papadopoulos for a little bit. Only one who can really play in that role, but there's one more substitute for Marco Rosa to use. Any of you guys want to try calling it? Yeah, Papadopoulos is who I would pick. We need a clean sheet. It would be nice on the confidence that this squad can defend. It's another tough challenge there. Let's get Bellingham off, man. He's had an okay game, but he's tired. Get the poor kid off. Just keeps getting run over right now. Marco Rosa. Use your brain a little bit. Use your brain. Josh, did you know that people think Bielefeld doesn't exist and many only know about them because the scandal with Arminia? I feel like it'd be very easy to know that they're real. You just gotta look up the Bundesliga standings and see that they're there. Yeah, I don't know how true that is, OC. I feel like if you follow the Bundesliga at all, I mean, if you don't, you don't, but it's one of the most popular leagues in the world. I think it would be pretty easy to figure out that Arminia Bielefeld is indeed a team. But yes, there is a country called Armenia. I don't know if that was what you're talking about. Nicely played out from the back there from Manuel Akanji. Really well done. Little quick 1-2s Bodies forward. Nice ball to Renier. Marco Reus. Manuel Akanji. Look at the run from Manuel. Manuel Akanji. Really well done. That was nice. That was quite enjoyable. But it is Leonard Maloney who's looking to come on, guys. Leonard Maloney. We got any U.S. men's national team fans in there? I think Maloney. I thought it'd be Papadopoulos just because, like I said, he can play CDM. I'm curious to see if they'll who they'll push up. Or maybe they'll switch shape and go to a back four now. I don't know. There's only a few minutes left, but I'm curious to see because Maloney will probably go in at left back. Actually, so I bet you'll see something like hits in net, right back Pongacic, center back Akanji Hummels, left back Maloney, CDM Witzel, Bellingham, and then maybe they're taking off Hazard, and then you'll have Renier, Royce, Wolf, and Tigges. It'd be my guess. I'm not sure. Depends who they take off. If they take off Bellingham, that's the only way that switch in shape wouldn't work. Or maybe they're just going to say screw it and play Maloney as a center mid. But I'd kind of have a feeling with Maloney coming on, it's going to be Thorgan Hazard coming off or Marco Reus. But we shall see. We shall see. Hummel's MVP. Nah, Josh. There's a well-known parody of conspiracy theories that people pretend to be convinced that Bielefeld doesn't exist. Look up Bielefeld conspiracy. Okay. Well, I've never heard of that, but producer T just said that a college dorm just decided to come up with a theory that Bielefeld does not exist. So. Oh, they gave a penalty. Why would they not want to see us? No such thing. It's Mats Hummels. It's a pen. Can't complain. It's a penalty. Oh, and we know that our keeper, I mean, it's back to hits. We know our keepers just aren't able to make a clean sheet. Oh, man. Come on. 86th minute. Hits? Are you gonna be the Dortmund keeper to make a save? Is it gonna be you? It's Fabian Klos coming to take it. The clean sheet is on the line. Hits. Versus Klos. Are you the man? Mats Hummels gives away the penalty. He's taken 2 penalties this year. Scored 1, missed 1. It is Fabian Klos. It's kind of annoying. Allergic to clean sheets. Besides that, our defense deserve a clean sheet. It's just, it's a lack of concentration. It's a lack of concentration. Hummels got outdone there. He brought the man down. It was a penalty. Fabian Klos stepped up. It was a decent pen. Bottom corner. Not much any keeper could do about that. Oh, man. That's why I don't trust Rosa anymore. This is really something that needs to be a concern. We'll notice... I don't know. Again, I'm gonna throw it back to the fact that Hummels is not playing in the middle. If Akanji was there, maybe he would have done well. Maybe he wouldn't have. But no, it's a straight swap. It's Hummels coming off after giving up the penalty. Maloney is going to be playing on the outside left center back. So same shape. The American gets a little bit of minutes. And we have a few more minutes to kill here in a 3-1 lead. But it's annoying. Again, Hummels got flat-footed. I don't think Hummels should ever play on the outside of a back 3. I'm not saying that Hummels had a bad match by any stretch, but it just seems so obvious to me that it was a mistake. And like it or hate it, whatever, it unfortunately had an impact because Hummels got burnt pretty easily and led to a penalty. But maybe Akanji would have done the same. We don't know. That's who I would like to see on the outside left. Prongicic is clearly more comfortable playing on the right hand side. Akanji can play on the left, and Hummels should be through the middle. But again, I'm not saying that. Oh yeah, Tigges says F it. Josh, what's up with Zagadou? Who knows, man? Who knows? He was on the bench last match. I don't know. I'm not convinced that Zagadou will ever play a few games for Dortmund, man. I'm not. I don't know. He can't find a way to get healthy. I was never really convinced when Zagadou was healthy. I thought he was a liability at the back. He had certain games that he was stellar, but he had certain games where he was really poor. And I think that's honestly similar to how Hummels is. I think we need another rock at the back. Someone to complement Akanji long term. In my eyes, Zagadou is not that guy. Fitness concerns, and like I said, his game before never convinced me regardless. So I don't know what's up with Zagadou. It seems like he's getting closer and closer to return, but the question marks is, how long will he be back? Until he's back on the injury table. The American, bruh. Kobo keeps getting robbed. Josh, do I send you the link? I think Producer T found it. It sounded pretty funny, the conspiracy theory that Bielefeld just doesn't exist. Ranier does well there. Draws the foul. Zagadou doesn't exist, and many people are saying. Another conspiracy theory. Chris Richards. He's supposed to play for the U23s now. Zagadou is? Probably nice to get him some minutes instead of rushing him back here. He's been out for a long, long time. JD becomes a member on the channel. That guy. That crazy, crazy guy. JD, big cheers, my man. IMAX at Football. Awesome buddy of ours on the channel. Recently just went on his channel as well, guys. So if you haven't checked out IMAX at Football, be sure to. When we get into our CONCACAF coverage, he's an awesome, awesome channel to follow. So big shout out to my boy JD. Hope you're doing well. JD, are you watching the match today? Watching Dortmund not keep another clean sheet? Welcome to the members. Yeah, I was talking about Zagadou. Selling Berkey, Schultz, Zagadou in the summer is a must. Yeah, those would be three players. I mean, getting rid of Berkey is important because he just completely given up on his football. He said, screw it, I don't want to go back to Switzerland. I'm just going to not play football. And you know what, Berkey, that's how you want to go out. That's fine. He'll be gone in the summertime. Schultz is a big contract who doesn't justify his performance based. So I'm down to see him leave. And I'm down to see Zagadou leave as well. I just don't think he's good enough for Dortmund, and I don't think his injuries will ever go away. So I agree. I mean, it's harsh to say. I'm becoming a little more vocal with my opinions. Sometimes, I mean, I like to keep my opinions a little to myself and cheer on players. And when you play for Dortmund, you are always going to be, a player I support. I support all three of those players still. But I think money can be spent elsewhere. And I'm just not convinced that Zagadou will ever come good here, so. Was it a pen? It was a pen. Hummels got burnt. If Hitz goes down, we may need Roman. I'd be curious to see what... I mean, I think Amiens would be given a chance over Roman Berkey, man. I don't think Dortmund did not want Berkey. They wanted him to leave, and he refused to go, and we got stuck with him. I mean, they stripped him of his number. Besides subbing a player off in a game, subbing a player on and then subbing a player off in a game, I think giving your number away is another indication being like, hey, we don't want you. Berkey's in retirement collecting money, man. But that's the match, guys. That is the match. 3-1. A big, big victory here for Borussia Dortmund. we found a new shape, 3-4-2-1. We did not keep a clean sheet, but we had some pretty good individual performances, and to kickstart, I guess, life for the next month and a bit without Erling Haaland, it seemed like a good start, but it sucks to not get that clean sheet, and it sucks to see Mullen not score and subbed off so early. But yeah, guys, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we weren't quite able to keep it down, but it was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good match. I'm excited for hopefully turning this thing around. But if you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like on the stream on your guys' way out. Be sure to drop a sub if you guys haven't done so already. We're going to wrap it up and get our 5 takeaways out there. But that was a good bounce back. 3-1 win away at Arminia is nothing to hold your head against. That's a big win, guys. So I appreciate everyone tuning in for a very fun watch along. Dortmund's back on winning streak. So we'll get our 5 takeaways video up as soon as we can. And we're back to winning ways, guys, which is just fantastic to see. So on your way out, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and we'll see you guys in the 5 takeaways. Cheers, friends.